Bulavinaka everyone. Before I begin with my video presentation this morning, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Maraya and I'm a first year student here at USB. Thank you. I'm also pursuing my degree here in USB with my main focus is on early childhood education, and I've always loved to work with children, although I haven't experienced at first, but I would love to be around them and to understand more on the environment and the ways in which we can teach them to understand more on the works of these basic the strategies of reading and writing skills. So to start off this morning, I'll begin with the three types of writing strategies for preschoolers, or kindergarten, or early childhood education. One of the main strategy. There are other strategies as practice to also make them understand, the children to understand more on these writing skills. One of the strategies would be fine motor skills. The second one that I've picked out is drawing to pre-write, and thirdly is shared writing. So I'll explain more in detail on the three strategies for you to understand. Thank you. And the fine motor skills that on the first strategy on our writing skills, on the fine motor skills, would include playing dough. So I have a dough here. So having children play dough, playing dough, plasticine, or any kind of dough, it will also enable them to exercise their hands, ways, and also have their creative minds. So they may be creative into building shapes or any type of playful kind of based on what they have created in their understanding. So another example would be paper tearing. So cutting shapes in forms, in sizes. It was also exercise. So we're trying to exercise their fingers, exercise their knowledge of understanding. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I have to do this, because you're trying to help them be more creative. You're also encouraging them to be more understanding on what they are actually doing. Another example for fine motor skills would include the coloring activities. So right behind me here is some of the drawings that I drew over the weekend, and I have always loved to be more creative. So having this behind me, it would also help the children to be more happy, to be more interested in your work, in what you are trying to help them learn and understand, and also something that I'm teaching now, that I need to build that trust, build that understanding for them to know more, to learn more on this type of strategies. Thank you. The second strategy for writing skills for preschool would be drawing to pre-write. So these are some of the skills that allow students to organize their thoughts and better express themselves in writing with these pre-writing tips. One of which that I have picked out is it would also allow children to use their hands freely, and they love to scribble, so we wouldn't be forcing them to understand that on their first day. So they'll be scribbling, and they'll be that's another form of way to also allow them to understand, to write freely in their own will. So some of the activities that we can help them achieve, the basic activities, are to instruct them on ways of writing. So this way, sloping on the strokes. So you're giving the instruction to, let's get this idea here. Okay. So from here, I'll be teaching the students to say, okay, let's write letter B, or you can just give a horizontal stroke. That way, it would also allow the student to start from, okay, madam has started from point 1 to point 2, 1 and 2. So a straight line, that would be their first steps to understand more on these pre-writing skills. So teaching early childhood, or teaching these children would help them understand more on these basic skills. Even if they're just scribbling, they are writing. So we allow them to do that in their own activity, and we also help them to know more. Okay, we can start from point A, X, to point Y. So that way, the children will get to do whatever you're trying to teach them. So that would be something like you're trying to connect the dots. In that way, they would understand more. Okay, madam is showing us this. Madam is helping us understand more about this. If we are able to allow them to be creative and also allow them to be more understanding on whatever we are able to teach them. So different strokes, tracing the paths, begin at the dots. Those are some of the instructions that we can help them understand, help them know what they're able to do at the beginning. Thank you. The third writing strategies for preschoolers would also include shared writing. So shared writing, like I said, using a topic sentence. So allowing the students to pick out a topic sentence. Okay, for example, if I pick out a topic sentence about chickens, then I would ask the students, okay, students, my topic sentence would be about chickens. Or the main idea. What is the main idea about? So involving the students in this way, it would help them with their creative mind, or creative understanding of, okay, chicken is an animal. Yes, it's an animal. Chicken is more like a bird. Yes, chicken is like a bird. So you need to create a sentence or a paragraph based from what they understand. So you would ask them, okay, what do you know or what do you understand more about chickens? You would be waiting for a while, so that would take time for them to process these things in such a way they would understand more. Okay, chickens do this, chickens do that. Wow, okay. Chickens lay eggs? Of course they do. Helping them to be included. Okay, you're giving the details about chickens. So the main idea is, or the topic sentence is about chickens. So the details on below, you can write down on, okay, what do you understand more about chickens? And they would answer, chickens lay eggs. Okay, chickens lay eggs. Right. Another point would be about another question would be about chickens. What do chickens do? Chicken just goes around, maybe plays around, playful. Okay, playful. What do chickens look like? These are some of the questions that you need to ask. That way, while you write, that way you would also let them understand more on what you're writing in a complete sentence. So chickens lay eggs. So you would write chickens lay eggs. These are some of the pre-writing skills or shared writing skills that you would allow children to be more creative based on their views, on the ideas that they create on what chickens is all about. So these are some of the writing skills that I picked up on the three strategies of writing skills that we also can teach early childhood, preschoolers, or kindergarten students. It would also help them to know more on. That way, we would value their presence. We would value their understanding on what you're trying to teach them based on these three strategies. Thank you.